Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Pick up your logo merchandise by heading over to abvnetwork.com, clicking on Shop, and start filling your basket today. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for something for yourself, a customized gift, or logoed items for your business gift shop, the Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. That's the number 2 in the Bar to Go. Don't forget our friends at Neely Family Distillery now ship their unique distilled spirits directly to you. To order yours, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today is a special live show where we taste and rate batch number 10, one of the monthly single barrel releases from StilL 630 in St. Louis. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley and our special guests, Mr. Bill and the Robinsons.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hello.
Oh, good.
Oh, so yeah, we're going to have a fun show. The legend was supposed to be on, but he is cooking dinner. He forgot about this and started cooking dinner. He's like, I'm at the point where I can't shut this down. So he is out. So it's just us today. So that's okay. That's okay. We've got the live studio audience rolled into the event. So that should be fun. And we're just talking about, crazy, quitting jobs and stuff like that. And I don't know, what was everybody's first job here? What was your very first job?
My first real job.
Yeah, like paycheck and pay tax.
Yeah, like my first real job that did not include working for my parents' vending company. Right. I worked at Burger King.
Burger King, okay. What was your specialty? Were you ringing out the register, fries, working the grill? What did you do, or a little bit of everything?
I had everything. Like they start you off in the back, so I think I was like on fries, and then I was on the burgers. And then I was on like the line where you make the burgers. And then eventually I ended up mostly just working the drive-thru.
Do their burgers just go through like a roller thing, or are they actually on a fryer?
No, it goes through. It's like a conveyor belt with like.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like a grill. I mean, there was like
flame grills or something. They say
there's like flames and stuff, and you just stick the little frozen patties on and just watch them go.
It's like idiot proof. You just put it on and catch it at the other end, and there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Did you like any part of the job? Were you like, this one's not bad. I don't mind doing this. And if so, what was good?
I didn't mind any of it. Like I thought it was fine. I mean, it was fast food. It was fun because like a lot of our friends work there. So, you get on the cool crew and you close on Thursday nights and trade food with Pizza Hut next door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I actually didn't mind it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Trading food and stuff. I worked at a grocery store was my first job. I started out as a bagger. That's all I did. Just bag groceries. And it was funny because when I started, it was a union job, and the people that were in the union were all adults. I was a kid. I was 16 years old. And then they hired another kid who was 16. We were like the first youngsters that ever started there. The other guys I was working with were from a low of about 20 to 50, bagging groceries. So that was weird. Now you go up there and it's all kids so it's not, or retirees. They're the total opposite end of the spectrum. It's like really young people or really old people doing the bagging job now. Mr. Bill, what was your first job?
My first job was McDonald's, and I was there about 3 months, and I hated every minute of it. So I left there and I went to work for Village Inn Pizza Parlor making pizzas, and I loved it.
Okay. Now we had Village Inn by us. Did you have the glass area where people could watch you preparing the stuff, or
it was just wide open?
Just wide open. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the only part that wasn't
behind glass, but yeah.
The only part that wasn't open was the back kitchen where you clean up and stuff like that, and make the dough. And
yeah. Yeah. They used to have just stools there at the tables, these big long tables and just stools. And famously, my sister went through a phase where when we go out to eat, she'd throw up on the table. I have no idea why. This happened like 8 times. Every time we go out, my dad would be like, "Don't you throw up," and then we'd go out, and then she'd also be like, "Ah." So we're at Village Inn with like 2 other families. Like it's like evening out. And also my sister's like, "I don't feel good." And my dad starts to scoot back and he falls straight back and lands on his back. And then with his feet up in the air on the stool, he says to my mom, "Get her to the bathroom." It was just such a great moment. I mean, you just remember that. I was probably, I don't know, 6 years old at that time. Man, I remember that just like.
Was she throwing up all over the place? She made it to the bathroom. So my mom grabbed her and took her to the bathroom. But other times it was just like Shoney's, a big boy restaurant. Again, I don't know, it's probably not that unusual, someone throwing up right on the Shoney's table. My sister, that was the worst one. It was just like everywhere, just on the table. No warning, just boom. Yeah. And then you got other people. It's a restaurant, you got people. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah. I don't know what kind of phase that is.
I can honestly say in all of the time that I worked at Burger King, and then after I got out of high school, I was a waitress at Big Boy. I never had anybody throw up at the table on any of my shifts.
What, did you work the late shift? Because Shoney's can be open till like 2 or 3 in the morning there,
No.
Yeah. I bet you it's a different crowd, the breakfast crowd versus
our Big Boy. Yeah. Our Big Boy was not open that late. And I worked the morning shift.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit different deal. I worked at the grocery store, and that could be another topic where I just tell you all the horror stories I saw there, both from employees and customers and all kinds of crazy stuff. And everything happens at the grocery store. You name something and it happens. I'm talking about in the grocery store. Name something. I'm telling you, it's happened there.
No, because I worked at Kohl's too, and I can tell you a lot of things that happened in the fitting room at Kohl's. It's disgusting.
Amazing.
People are gross.
Robinsons, what was your first jobs?
I worked in a local ice cream shop.
Okay,
Milkshakes.
That had to be pretty fun. I would think that was fun. Yeah. My dad's first job was he worked in an ice cream shop, and that's where he met my mom because she loves ice cream. To this day, she loves ice cream, and she started dating him because she thought this is going to be this guy's career. She knows an ice cream man, and he didn't do that, of course, but yeah, that's how they started dating at Burlinger Dairy is the name of the place. It was closed by the time I was growing up, but that's famously where my dad worked. How about you, Neil? What was your first job?
My first W-2 job was cutting grass for an apartment complex.
Really?
Didn't last all through the summer because a friend of mine and I both worked there, and we got fired for jumping. We got real hot one day and jumped the fence to the apartment pool, and we got caught swimming in the pool when we weren't supposed to be. We were supposed to be working. It was too tempting.
It was worth it, right?
Yeah, I really didn't like that job anyway.
Yeah.
So then I ended up working in a pizza restaurant for, I guess, my real first job.
Okay. And then you worked in the restaurant business, right?
Yeah, I was in the restaurant business.
Most of your career. That's not what you do now,
right.
But yeah, a lot of your career you spent working in the restaurant business, which is that's a tough business, right?
It can be at times, absolutely.
Yeah. It's always interesting to me. No, I did that little bit of retail, and then that was it. Got out after working at the grocery store and said I'd never do it again. Now I'm looking at trying to buy a retail store, but I don't know. Maybe it's different if you own it. Hopefully it'll be fun. So should be cool. All right. Well, guess what? It's time to drink. We'll go ahead and do our pours here. Well, nobody's got a cork pop unless somebody wants to do a fake cork pop and something else. You guys show your samples. Whoa, there you go. That was good.
Wow.
Really good twist off.
So we'll do a little cheers, taking this thing out to break, and we'll give Bill the win on that. So cheers, Gary.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. What we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to evaluate this one. We're going to get into some nosing notes. We'll get into some tasting notes. We'll even score this thing. So we'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and let's talk for a moment about our sponsors, the people that make this show happen. First up is our friends at Moonshine University. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at their office in Louisville. The information I learned through lead instructor Colin Blake and their team there is something that I continue to draw upon frequently in my role at the ABV Network. It truly is the standard of establishing a benchmark of knowledge of the bourbon industry. From history to production to brands and people, it's all there. Check out their full listing of programs, including Executive Bourbon Steward certification, production classes if you're considering starting a distillery, and much more at moonshineuniversity.com. I also want to talk about Neely Family Distillery. Back in May of 2018, I met Royce Neely at Limestone Branch's Craft Bourbon Festival. It ended up not only being the start of a great friendship, I started to truly learn about what makes craft whiskey so amazing. You see, I had been a bourbon drinker for over 30 years at that point, and like many people who had been drinking bourbon a long time, I was hard-coded into thinking big bourbon was where it was at and craft was on a journey to get there. Spending time with Royce and learning the things he does to make his whiskey taste better started to really get me to appreciate how things like sweet mashing, open top fermentation, pot distillation, and the grains you are using not only makes your product taste better coming off the still, but also out of the barrel as well. I still love heritage brands and they make up a bulk of my collection. But when you find a craft distiller that is truly dedicated to the craft of distilling, you are drinking some of the best whiskey out there on the market today. That's exactly what's happening at Neely Family Distillery today. Check them out on the web at neelyfamilydistillery.com, or better yet, stop by and see them at their distillery in Sparta, Kentucky. And now, back to the show.
This is Kathy Poole, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we are going to taste and rate batch number 10 from StilL 630 in St. Louis.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I tell you what, that little taste on the cheers there was pretty darn good. So I think we're going to have a good one here. But let's evaluate it as we do. Talk about on the nose. What are we getting here on the nose?
Sweet,
Sweet, yeah.
like a honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle, okay. Speaking of that, did you guys see the stack of awards that Dave won at StilL 630 at the big conference that they were just at? Yeah. So
He needs to go through and do a post of like each individual like award that he won.
Right, because all we saw was he and Andrew wearing the bunch of medals, which you don't know what that's about, and then they have a stack of like certificates, and I mean a stack of certificates of awards that they won. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see all that they won there. Very, very cool.
Kind of getting a shortbread cookie too.
Shortbread cookie, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Smells delicious.
Yeah, it's really solid.
Mhm.
Kind of graham crackery too. Mm-hmm. It's good. All right, let's taste this thing, see what we got here.
You want me to tell you what I get on the palate?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Delicious.
Delicious. That's a good rating from Mr. Bill there. So
It moved up from good.
yes, yeah, that's good.
With
Which is up from I like it.
Delicious. Exactly.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. And I have bottles for the Robinsons and for Mr. Bill. So I've got the 5-year-old. So yes, the legend actually picked that up. That's why he was over at my house yesterday. So he picked that up and brought it out to my house, and I've got it for you now.
Were you drinking yours or his?
We didn't crack either of ours on that. We were drinking other stuff. So yeah, I had to do a couple shows for things that I got, and then just drinking in general. Then we got to just once you do 3 or 4 tastings like you're supposed to, then all of a sudden it's just like, crack this, open that. You got this? What's that? So then that's how debauchery begins. All right. What else we got here?
This has got good heat on it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was just thinking a pretty good spice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very pleasant. I mean, really balanced. It tastes to me like a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew there was something that sounds like a pretty good descriptor.
Yeah.
When I was a
Yeah.
kid, I always like this. Always ends up story time. When I was a kid, my mom used to make Christmas cookies, and my sister and I would help. And I always would try to scoop around the dough so I could get one with no chips in there. And my mom wouldn't allow that. She would say, "You got to have chips in there. It's a chocolate chip cookie." And so Melanie, you're talking about something that I always wanted, and I never got to have. Because my mom would see it and she'd be like, "Wait, there's no chips in this one." I was like, "Well, I did that. I did that on purpose." She's like, "No, you can't do that."
Yep.
That just doesn't
This
seem
is
right.
really, really good.
Probably explains a lot why I am the way I am today. My mom didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what did it. That's the difference. So the rule for your parents is if your kid wants to make a chocolate chip cookie without chocolate chips, let them do it. Let them do it.
Exactly.
What are the proof on these?
Let's see here.
Are they always? I know
They're always the
Experiment.
same. Hold on, please. I got a bottle right here. Hold on. Just got to grab it. Okay. They are 90 proof. They're all the same. 90 proof. Wow. That one drinks. I mean,
It does.
it's got a great finish and
Yes.
it sticks with you. You feel it, the warmth going down like you do. And then it kind of heats up.
But
in
it's
your
not
mouth.
overbearing. Yeah.
No. It's great.
I would say I would have guessed this with like, I mean, if I didn't know better and I didn't just ask, I would say like 100 or 101.
Yeah, it definitely drinks
Well-
like a higher proof.
At least it hits you mid palate that way, but then the finish isn't, isn't too much.
Yeah. It's definitely like just drink away.
It's a friend hug rather than a sweetheart hug.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's
really good.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
That is pretty darn tasty.
I like it a lot.
So
What's the age on this? They're all the same too, aren't they?
no, and I don't have that particular bottle. Let's see if it says. I don't even know if it says. I don't think we're given that information, Bill. So
Then it would have to be at least 4 years old.
right. Well, no, not necessarily, right? So it says Missouri straight bourbon whiskey, so that means it's probably at least 2 years old, right?
At least two. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we know. Single barrel, at least 2 years old. But that's what we know about it. That's what we know.
I also know that I like it.
Yeah, it's really good, really good.
Trying to steal my line.
Okay. What's your line?
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. I like it. All right. It is time to vote on this one. Justine, you and I always have to go first. So who's going first this time, you or me?
You.
I think you said that every time. You have to split it. Wow. Okay.
I went first last time when I did this with you, so it's your turn.
When I was on vacation. Okay. Fair enough. So as I taste this one, I like everything about it. The taste is really good. It feels to me like one that you could just sit there and sip. It's a sipping bourbon for sure. If you're really into cocktails, I assume this would even work. It feels like it's got enough there to stand up. Cocktails aren't necessarily my thing, but if that was your thing and that's why you're buying whiskey, I think it would definitely hold up. It really a pleasurable experience. I like this one a lot. I'm going to give this one a 96.630, Justine.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely drinks a lot warmer than what it is. And I do think it would hold up in a cocktail. I think it's pretty well balanced too. I mean, it was sweet on the nose, but on the palate, I don't think it wasn't as sweet as it smelled. So I think that it balanced everything out. I am going to give it 95.777.
95. That sounds lucky. 95.777. Okay. All right. Next up, Mr. Bill.
I'm going to give this 94.650.
94.650. Okay. All right. Melanie.
Like this one a lot. I think this would be a great newbie bourbon for somebody that's just getting into bourbon. It's smooth. It doesn't burn. It just has a really nice balanced flavor. I'm going to give it pretty high. I'm going to say 97.123.
97.123. Okay. All right. And finally, Neil.
I really like this one. The this one's a contender for for the top, I think. But I'm going to give it a 96.829.
96.829. Okay.
Can I just say that I can still feel it? I haven't taken a drink in a minute or 3, and I can still feel it in my throat.
But in a good way, not
In
in
a good way, yes.
yeah,
And
not,
like
not
it,
in a gosh, I need something to drink way.
It has a really nice long finish.
yeah, like it just hangs out, and it's like I'm gonna keep you warm by this bonfire.
Yeah, it's really a standout. It's great. I did get in trouble at StilL 630 when I was down there and picking this up. I told Justine about this. Dave was wanting to know why we weren't posting these right away. So we record them, and then we have to record it in the month it happens. So here we are at the end of August, and sometimes we were waiting 2-3 weeks, just throwing it in when it would fit in the schedule. And then Dave was complaining that people come in and buy these after hearing the show, and he doesn't want them to go out and then people are coming in and it's already sold out. So with that in mind, this will go out pretty soon. I'm not sure, but I'll put it in the schedule sooner than later. So we're recording this on Sunday, August, what is it, the 29th?
Yeah.
And we'll get it out. Maybe the next day or two. So it'll be out there. If you want to go there, it should still be in stock. You should be able to pick up a bottle of this. And with that in mind, Justine, did you do our calculation? Where did we fall with this one?
This one is 96.202.
202. Okay, that means it's second place all time. Batch number 4 still is number 1 all time, came in at 97.894. This one comes in at 96.202, is second place out of the 10 that we've done. So that's pretty darn good. So this is obviously a pretty good batch here. So get out to StilL 630, grab your bottle and get that before it sells out. So very, very exciting stuff. Justine, I always like to do some fun. MacLeod, she doesn't have corporate authorization to sign off on things, but I do. So I like to give away a gift. And we had 4 ticket sales to this. So Mr. Brenner forgot about it, but he's still eligible. So Justine, you tell me the order here. 1, 2, 3. Who's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4? Knowing that all 3 that are on here are part of it. And then Rick Brenner. Well, who gets what number? Because ultimately that'll decide who wins.
You want me to tell you who's at what number?
Yeah, just give it assign us a random number, 1, 2, 3, or 4 for all 4 people.
Mr. Bill is number 1.
Okay.
Melanie is number 2.
Okay.
Neil is number 5, and number 2. I was looking at the spreadsheet. He's in line number 5. Neil is number 3, and Rick is number 4.
I say you're out of luck if you're number 5.
Yeah. Number 5's a loser, by the way.
No, he's not.
I'll put this on here. What we're giving away, something pretty cool. It's not even in the shop yet. Justine and I are getting these made up. It is the ABV Network 2021 Christmas ornament. It's pretty cool. It's got the ABV Network logo with the bottle, and it is made out of wood from our friends at Columbus Barrel Company. So it's made out of barrel staves. So it's beat up, it's ugly, which is the uglier they are, the better, I think, because it's old barrels. So here's our numbers: 1, 2, 3, or 1 to 4, and we hit generate, and whatever number comes up is our winner. I can't do this backwards. There we go. It is number 1. That means Mr. Bill. Congratulations.
Mr. Bill.
Awesome.
You are our winner. I will get you that. I've got that bottle for you. I'll just hang on to that, and I'm not gonna mail you that. I'm gonna bring that next time I go through to Kentucky. I'll swing through Louisville, drop you off your stuff, including the ornament, and enjoy that. And may your Christmas just be a little bit brighter this year, Bill.
There you go. Sounds awesome.
All right.
Can't wait till Christmas, so I'll be able to put that on the tree.
Yes, very exciting. So there you go.
All right.
Christmas will be better this year. So it's a Christmas miracle. So, all right. Well, with that being said, that's going to wrap this one up. Second best one we ever did. Pretty exciting stuff. I know Dave listens to these, so congratulations on that, my friend. This is a really good offering, and we appreciated it. So, all right. And let's finish this one out by talking about where people can find us. Mr. Bill, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I got a new Instagram account, Bourbon Stash.
I saw that.
Like mustache, but
Yes.
Bourbon Stash.
But there's no E at the end. STACH, Bourbon Stash. All one word,
Yes.
Bourbon, STACH. Check it out. So, yes, I saw that. Yes, Bourbon Stash followed me. So, I followed back. So, yes, we're connected now. All right. Melanie, how about you? Where can people find you?
Just on Facebook.
All right. Same thing for Rick Brenner. If you want to see that, he doesn't go under the legend. It's under Rick Brenner, which is weird, but that's what he goes under. So check out Rick Brenner at Rick Brenner on Facebook. And how about you, Neil?
I'm on Facebook, Neil Robinson.
All right. Justine?
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze. You can find our shop at abvnetwork.com and on Instagram at abvnetworkshop.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. We put our previous shows out there, our blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you're like what we are doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Cheers.
Good done.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's chat for a moment about Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you just want to experiment on a small scale on the stove in your kitchen or try your hand at a bigger setup in the backyard, Moonshine Still Pro can help. They have different still offerings as well as accessories and even grains from Goldstone Mill to help you make whiskey on par with what you get from your favorite distillery. They can even assist with a DIY still project by supplying some of the parts you can't make yourself. Check them out at moonshinestillpro.com. At the ABV Network, we're lucky enough to have some great friends. Amongst those friends is the Goldstein family, owners of Goldstone Mill. Goldstone Mill is a full-service mill offering a variety of heritage and heirloom grains. Their unique approach of working with mills around the country allows them to offer you affordable shipping opportunities to meet the unique needs of your distillery or brewery. They will consult with you to ensure the grains you are selecting meets the unique flavor profiles you are looking for. If you are a home brewer or distiller and you're looking for the grains that your local distillery or brewery uses, Goldstone Mill is the place to look. Check them out on the web at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or shoot them an email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.